Okay, so we're just heading down this road to Stone Church. That Chicha was just telling me about. Did you say they had to buy back the land from the church or something?
So they built the church and they built a school.
The family did.
The family, yeah, for all the workers there in the area, because they wanted the town to be prosperous and educated. And all the workers sent their children to school. And I think some of her granddaughters were teachers at the school. There was a little tiny wood church. They renovated it a little bit, but then they decided it wasn't big enough. So then they built a really big stone church with stained glass windows. Basically state of the art for the time. Beautiful church for the parishioners, all of the
you can
people
see a
living
glimpse
out
of
in the
it.
town.
This is from the
And it would have been in a Scottish style
late 1800s.
because she was from Scotland.
She was from Scotland, but she was British.
British
so...
aristocracy living in Scotland.
Right.
But she grew up in Scotland. So this is the cottage for the minister.
Right.
That she had built for him.
Obviously with different shingles at the time.
I would say. But that would have been a very nice place to, get yourself a home and a job. I don't know if the church is still running. I believe it is.
All welcome. So you can get to this church from outside of the park, I believe. That's church parking only. Not sure why there's a trailer in there. There's the road in. And there's a road out. It's an Anglican church. And you can see it's got the same gate as the main house did. Or does. It's a beautiful building. Look at that beautiful sky behind it. (1877) and an 1839 churchyard cemetery. I love the red doors.
Susan is buried here.
Okay.
She died in 1866.
Look at those windows.
No, they said they were state of the art, like extremely expensive at the time to be done. And they are the very first of their kind, as far as they know, in Ontario.
Now let's look at the very top of this.
It had sheep as gargoyles.
Horned sheep.
Rams, I guess.
Are they rams? Yeah. Look at that. That's... And then the water would come out of there, which would go really nicely onto your head, I would imagine, but flat surfaces, right? See the heat coming off of the building.
Stephen Leacock is buried here.
I don't...
Basil de la Roche is buried here. Wow.
Who are those people?
Stephen Leacock is a satirist and a political writer, very, very renowned in Canada. Basil de la Roche is a writer somewhat like Lucy Maud Montgomery. She wrote stories like that. I read a bunch of her stories as a kid, the Jalna series and a couple of other series. Obviously, Susan Mine Sibbald is buried here. Francis Paget, architect, who is a very celebrated architect. Alfred Chapman and Howard Chapman, also modernist architects. Professor Thomas Richardson Loudon, journalist, cabinet physician John William Sibbald, and the public health reformer Marjorie Ratcliffe Whitney.
I'm going to go over and give you a close-up look of these windows because not only are they stained glass, they open. Like, look at that. That is really, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Not that I'm, you know, a huge follower of church architecture, but that is spectacular. And so simple, and yet I can imagine it's very effective in keeping it cool. Wow. Got a small cemetery off the side of the cemetery. Beautiful wrought iron designs. Very well taken care of. And now look at this. Look at this pretty little entryway. Isn't that pretty? That is just lovely. Here's the back of the church. So here's some more stained glass. Very simple stained glass, but still very beautiful. These windows don't appear to open. The stonework is magnificent. Even the cemetery is quite lovely. So again, on the other side, we have those windows. A little bit closer look. On the side of the building, which I've never seen before, there are some inset stones, memorial stones. It's from 1844 and 1791. Oh, that was born 1791, died 1844. Beautifully arbored trees back here. See if we can get another look from behind. So it's always interesting to go to some of these parks and learn the history of the park, especially some of the older ones. I'm not quite sure if this is an older park, but the history around the park is obviously older. Hello!
I don't know where her grave is, but I just found Mother Donora.
Well, right behind the church, I didn't go in, but there's a very specific part of the cemetery. Yeah. So go around the back of the church. We're going to tell her about that. And don't forget to look for a very gorgeous natural gate. It's a very cute building that's probably used to store some of their equipment for maintaining the grounds here, which are very well maintained. created to suit the property. Love those doors. And then there's a little spot here that you can sit and contemplate life and death and history and nature and whatever else you may want to think about, with a gorgeous view of the very large Lake Simcoe. I say that and I live on Lake Huron, so it's quite a large lake. So you can see there are some Scottish crosses, some Irish crosses probably. We saw very similar things like this when we were in Ireland. This one's quite different. There's a lot of grass and lichen build up on some of these stones. And there's another view of the church from the view of the cemetery, from the cemetery viewpoint, I guess. You see white pines and spruces, cedars, as well as some other hardwood trees. And these stained glass are different again. These ones don't appear to open. Let's see if we're allowed to go in here quietly. you like to go in and see the church? Very happy this morning. You cannot go inside. No doggies on the inside. She just keeps thinking she's gonna go. Nope. That's a good girl. Let's wait in the shade here. Where'd the dog go? Inside a cedar hedge, of course. Do you know what lives in cedar hedges? Wabbits. Yes, you know that, don't you? There are wabbits in those hedges. There are wabbits. No, we're not going in there either. When I say we, I mean you. I just mean you. Yes. So many smells, so little time. Right here. I did.
Inside?
Yeah.
When?
I went inside.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were in there.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
Wow, you can't tell that from the outside at all.
The colors are completely different, and
I know.
the stained glass looks plain from the outside, and then inside it's ornate and colorful and
It's
just
really beautiful.
really, really
Did you
detailed.
take a video of that?
I did.
Good, because that's gorgeous.
It is.
Where do we go now? This way?
Now we are going back. Did you see the little fence I was talking about?
Yeah.
That looked
The
like it was.
little pieces of birch coming out.
Yes.
Yeah. Come off
Wasn't
the
that
road.
gorgeous?
Come over here.
I thought you'd think that was going into like a secret garden or something.
Yeah, and then there was another one on the other side too.
Beautiful.
She was an artist and a musician. And
I saw the flute
poet.
picture you took.
that is a flageolet. And she had a silver flute, and she had a harmonistat or something like that, and an organ, and probably a piano that they don't have anymore because it probably died.
Probably.
And she liked to sing.
Nice. She sounds like a nice lady. Except for the aristocrat part. But I'm sure that was fine too. At least she gave back to her community. So that was your unexpected look into parts of Sibbald Point Provincial Park and some of the history, the local church that they built, and we'll include some of the pictures from the museum, either in the video or in a post. So that's it for Sibbald Point. That's it for our 26-day camping trip. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.